Hi, this is Anita from Real Estate Crunch, where we like to spend about 5 minutes each week and talk about things to do with real estate or things that are important with real estate. One of the things that I want to talk about is the Boxabl. Boxabl is one of these modular home companies where people hear about them. They've sort of, in a lot of ways taken the world by storm. They do a lot of, gimmicks and other things on social media. A lot of people sort of know about them, have heard about them, and they're actually quite popular. But one of the things I've been quite curious about, being a manufacturer myself, and my company manufactures home decor and furniture. We create, develop, and manufacture home decor and furniture. And so I've been quite interested in what exactly is their manufacturing strategy. Boxabl is really revolutionizing a lot of how we think about housing, basically. It's a real estate company that continues to have significant real impact, on the world and the world of real estate itself. It's rapidly becoming a hot topic in the real estate sector, generating considerable interest and discussion. It isn't really just about savvy marketing. Yes, they really do have a lot of savvy marketing, but they also have a product which is very interesting, very cost effective, and really has an interesting concept to it. Everything from being hurricane to fireproof to the casita, their first one that they're building, their casita. Really, a lot of people are interested. They say, we love the look of this. We love this sort of like this, the way, not only does it unfold in a couple hours, but we like the look of it inside. We like what it comes with. We just really like how it looks. You might ask, well, what is it about their manufacturing that makes them different or makes them sort of stand out? Well, here's a couple things about their business model. First of all, number one is mass production and standardization. Anyone who's, knows anything about sort of like accounting or finance, there's one thing which is about the more you're able to produce, the cheaper it becomes to be able to produce it. So Boxabl kind of looking at this saying, like, the more we can produce these Boxabl houses, consequently, the cheaper it should become for us to produce it. So, that's called the economies of scale. So they're looking upon this economies of scale and saying, if we can get this economy of scale down and produce these casitas, then the more we produce of them, the cheaper it's going to become. It's going to become cheaper for people to buy it. It's going to become cheaper for us to manufacture it. They have a simplification as part of their manufacturing strategy. They're sort of drawing on the inspiration of Legos, and they're if you've played with any of the Lego toys or put together Lego toys, so Boxabl's kind of like the Lego of the home construction industry. It aims to make the building process as straightforward as possible while using innovative materials. The other thing is efficient transportation. That's one of the other, they found a way that they can be able to fold these houses up so that they can be able to very efficiently transport them. And so, all these things put together and looking at things like the economies of scale, doing the mass production, the more we produce, the cheaper it is, simplifying the entire process and finding ways to be able to transport it is really sort of the goal of the company and of their manufacturing. If you'd like to be able to read more about Boxabl and read more about their manufacturing strategy and kind of why they have this strategy in place, as a manufacturer, I get it. I really get it. I always say to my staff many times, it can cost as much to produce 100 pieces as 1,000 pieces. And, yes, 1,000 pieces, you've got more materials, but really by the time you're done producing 1,000 pieces, your workers and everyone has become more efficient that, labor and other things can become quite similar. And that's sort of the whole thing with Boxabl. The more their workers produce it, the more efficient they're going to become. And that really, I feel like it's kind of like, as a manufacturer, I feel sort of at the core of their strategy with all of this. This is Anita from Real Estate Crunch. Thank you so much for listening. We really do appreciate you, our listener. We hope you'll give us a thumbs up, that you'll like us, that you'll say, this is something we want to listen to more. If you want to find out more about Boxabl and their manufacturing strategy, we'll put a link in our podcast description. And we'd like to thank our technical team, especially Rico, helping to make this possible. Thank you.